everybody, today we're taking a look at DCeased, War of the Undead Gods. Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. As always, I'm your host, Brent, and today we're taking a look at this hardcover of DCeased, War of the Undead Gods. This is the last and final volume in the DCeased saga. Yes, this is like, what, number 5? So here's all of the hardcovers together. You have the original DCeased, the classic. You have Unkillables, this was a 3-issue miniseries. You have the sequel, Dead Planet. You have this Hope at World's End, which happened at the same time as the first one. It's kind of some other stories. And then you have the final of, I guess, the trilogy between DCeased, Dead Planet, and War of the Undead Gods. This is War of the Undead Gods. Dead Planet, yeah. So this contains War of the Undead Gods, number 1 through 8. It's, again, written by Tom Taylor with art by Trevor Hairsine, Neil Edwards, and I think one other person. So a little bit of a bummer about this one is that they didn't give Trevor Hairsine the time he needed, I guess, to finish out the series, which I think is a bummer because he did all of DC's number 1. Did he do all of number 2? I believe he did. And unfortunately, you have Neil Edwards and Lucas Meyer here in the pencilers kind of filling out some other issues. Again, this time we have covers by Trevor Hairsine as the main cover, with the B cover being the Francesco Mattina zombie cover, which is what you have here on issue number 1. And he's done covers for like a lot of the different miniseries and other things like that. David Finch did the covers for the second one, Dead Planet, but Mattina was doing the B covers here. I think they collected them in the back here. But at least in terms of what is in War of the Undead Gods, the B cover by Francesco Mattina is on the back side of the main cover. So it's got the same paper stock, I think, pretty much as everything else. This kind of matte paper. It's a nice matte paper. It's not super glossy. It feels kind of thick. Doesn't feel like newsprint matte. I think that's the one plus side of DC's decision to switch to, I think this paper probably is on all of their collected editions. But it's, you know, there's some bleed through here, like you can see on this page with Supergirl. You can see the line of the page right after it. But it's not too bad. Like, it's way better than what used to be in the early 2000s, and they're using like this kind of weird newsprinty type matte paper. So, you know, as we've seen more and more editions with this type of paper, I'm more and more used to it. So, what is in War of the Undead Gods? What is going on? Well, the first DCeased had, you know, the anti-life equation breakout, and that was what was turning everybody in the world into zombies. So this is kind of the final evolution of that tale. You know what I mean? In Dead Planet, we had our heroes. This looks like Batman and Superman, but it's actually Damian Wayne and Jonathan Kent, all grown up. They figured out a way to reverse the anti-life equation. Unfortunately, here we have the introduction of Supergirl and how she is kind of getting the anti-life equation here. Here's Clark Kent in the middle of the sun. Spoilers for one of the other ones. They find a way to cure him early on in this volume. You have the Green Lanterns, more Green Lanterns coming in. And yeah, this is Clark Kent with like a cyborg arm here. And they're battling Brainiac a little bit. But it's kind of more about how the anti-life equation gets infected with, who is the new guys, right? Highfather, Darkseid, all that kind of stuff. And you have Brainiac at the end of the first issue saying, like, hey, they're coming to kill everything. So you have Howard Porter on the main covers doing the covers for the miniseries, so that's fun. But you have Trevor Hairsine here. And, you know, I've noticed Trevor Hairsine from, I think, Ultimate 6 was the first time I saw him, way back in the mid-2000s. And then next time I think I saw him was X-Men Deadly Genesis miniseries. And then he kind of had a resurgence here, I believe, with the DCeased miniseries, you know. And he really showed up. And he really, like, put down some awesome artwork, and I think his style really works for the zombie tale. Here's Ares coming in. So you have like all the other corners of the DC universe entering the fray here with the anti-life equation. Here's Jonathan Kent, Damian. He's got like this flat bat symbol here because, you know, his father died early on. This is I think Neil Edwards here coming back. So it's kind of a couple issues here and there have one of these guest pencilers coming in to kind of finish out the issue or finish out some pages that Trevor Harrison wasn't able to do. Here you have Lobo here with the Spectre. So yeah, we're getting the cosmic scale with the New Gods here. Man, this is a cool cover. Look at that. Look at that Kyle Rayner Green Lantern cover. That's awesome. You got the Black Racer coming in, Firestorm, the Guardians. So the anti-life equation has infected every little bit of the DC universe at this point. You have this battle between Mr. Mxyzptlk and the Spectre. One of them's a zombie and the other one's not. Green Lantern coming back. And then like your final sacrifice by your heroes with a Sinestro War Darkseid. Who's that? Mr. Miracle and Orion. Some crazy, crazy stuff happens here. And the Black Racer coming in at the end of it all to try and figure it out and end everything. And then there's this weird thing with like White Knight, almost Damian Wayne. I thought that was pretty interesting. So, again, I've read this when it was coming out. Like, I got it all digitally, but I haven't read the collection yet. But just wanted to give you like a little preview here of what's in the back. So here's all the other variant covers. There's a lot of cool variant covers by Dan Mora, who's doing World's Finest right now in Shazam. And these are all homage covers to Jim Lee's X-Men #1 in the DCeased universe. I think is pretty cool. I think this is a Mary Marvel Shazam. Here's Black Canary, Green Lantern, Lobo, and Cyborg. And every other issue has one. So here's the second one. And then the third. These look like Art Germ Lau, but they are actually by Sun Kia Muakai. I can't read the name down here. It's Batman Superman here on the left. That's pretty awesome. And then Darkseid taking Magneto's spot in that X-Men #1 homage. They never put them together. I think that's a little bit of a waste here, but it is an awesome little thing. And then you have some like, they were doing like a 90s rap covers theme here. And then also like a Prince theme cover variant month also. So just kind of all over the place. This one's funny because this is a homage to one of the GSA Classified Power Girl ones. This one is by Jay Anceletto, and I think the original cover they're homaging was by Adam, oh gosh, what's his name? He does all the cheesecake art. I can't remember his name, but anyway, you know what I'm talking about. If you love Power Girl, you know what I'm talking about. So not a lot of back matter, just some variant covers, but again, I think these DCeased books are really nice. They have the foil logo here. You can see the light shining on the foil here on the front and the back with the art on board. So Dead Planet. I know this one was like a Barnes & Noble exclusive. Here's my Francesco Mattina signing in the middle. That's cool. Yeah, because I think this is the original cover of that hardcover. And then this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, but no such luck here. I just ordered this one off Amazon. So I don't know if there's a Barnes & Noble exclusive or anything like that. I think there have been in the past also. But yeah, so pretty neat book. And, I can't wait to read it. And I can't wait to wait another year and read all 5 of these volumes together with War of the Undead Gods at the very end. I think it'll be very, very cool. So I've done reviews and overviews of most of these on the channel. So if you want to go check them out, go search DCeased and you will find them all here on BK's Bullets. And thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought of War of the Undead Gods down below in the comments. We'll see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.